Hello techies, I'm Divya here. On behalf of CyberBrainer, don't you think the world of tech is evolving faster than ever? Now is the perfect time to dive in and build the skills that will take you places. With CyberBrainer, we are putting you in the driver's seat of your own future. We at CyberBrainer don't just teach your interest. We believe that knowledge is power, but it's applied knowledge that truly sets you apart. Whether you're diving into data science, mastering artificial intelligence, or exploring the world of cybersecurity, our courses are designed to give you the skills that matter. So let's jump into the session and make the future yours today. Thank you.
Let me go into. I'm going to cancel this pay complete and we are going to bring the results, revert the results back, and then again I'll reinitiate. Then we'll talk about settlement also. I'm going to cancel it just for understanding. Maybe if anyone prepare for interviews or if you're working on project, this task will be really very helpful. Now we have cancelled the payroll successfully for this particular pay period. If you want, we can go to the worker. I'm expecting it should be in Cancer also, but showing as in progress. We brought the results to 1 second. Though we are cancelled, the first step we'll consider as in progress. Sorry, my correction it is. Now let's initiate the process again. I'm going to repeat the 3 steps again. Run calculation, rerunning the payroll. Yesterday, Melissa, my mom has one question. The number of times you're initiating the payroll workday will war at the values. The answer is yes. Now, it's currently in progress. It should be available here. Yes. A group, a professional path for it. Fresh refresh completed. Now we'll proceed to the next step. We have 54 employees. Next step is run pay accounting. Or not for monthly. We are running for 7 months. Pay group. Cycle. Refresh until the process successfully complete. Now move on to the next step. Run pay complete. We can navigate from pay group also. This is nothing but confirm means after automatically is complete mark as complete completion status. Refresh. Perfect. Now our job is done here. Our job is done. The payroll has been completed. Then we'll ask again the finance team, initiate the settlement run to generate the paychecks or to generate the banking file. I mean the payment file to the bank. But still I have worked on this area as part of our testing. I'm going to explain this how it works. Once all the three steps are successfully completed, the next type is settlement. You're going to generate paychecks. They're going to generate pay file to the banking. Let's see how to do that. This process is completely different. For what we discussed, the task create settlement run one point strictly. We have to remember once we initiated the settlement, once we initiate the settlement, we cannot cancel the payroll process. Once settlement has been initiated, payroll process cannot be cancelled. Company Global Morum USA. Settlement run name free text field D, MD, semi-monthly. When do you want to initiate the settlement run? Let's say 2022, current date 1 day past. I will select to see the results. Ignore the auto search filters. We will apply later. Filters are nothing but pay groups. For example, the financing may need to pay the amount to the vendors and what procurements, etc. All these are available here. Skip it. In the next step, we will assign. Here I'm selecting exclude negative payments automatically to be enabled. That's true. If any employee has zero salary, there's no need of generating a check. If any employee has zero salary, there's no need of sending the bank statement. There's no need of sending the statement to the banking because nothing is going to be deposited. Negative payment greater than equal to 0. Greater than G, lesser than equal to 0. What are the amounts that we are not sending? Include payments on behalf of other companies. It's not applicable for payroll. This is for suppliers. Now, here we are on this page. Here filters add, select add, scroll down. This amount is outbound. We are sending the amount to the banking. We are not getting the amount into the from bank to the company. Out. Payment type direct deposit, from which many fees they have enabled. Just a second. If you select our filter, that will resolve it. These massive information is my financial team has to enter. From bank account Citibank, let's say such. And then I should have selected the filter. Just a second. Filters are not configured. And it seems, let me cancel this one, please. Again, I will initiate. As I said, the financial team is responsible for this, but I'm just giving it a try. Cancel the process. Then create. Pay Greek is part of this company. This value should be a group. Just a second. It looks like this person doesn't have access. I will brought it to the payroll admin. She is petty leave. Which means I'm switching to Adam Carlton to better your account. She's a payroll director. I'm sure she will have an access. Let's see. Here we should see. Now we are able to see the We should do the filters here. System filters. Perfect. Now she has access. All available pay groups, exceptions and pay groups. The difference between exception pay groups is sometimes when you run the payroll, some employees may have errors, but still we are proceeding to the payroll, proceeding to the check printing and payment file generation. In that case, we'll select exceptions. If the parallel is successfully completed without any errors, then we will select pay groups. Let me start one day past. Whenever you're working on this task now, it's proxy to better. You are Logan McNeil. Perfect. Now we can see the result. The currently semi-monthly. Select add. Since we already selected what all available. Payment count 73. Total amount is 178,036 US dollars on cycle. Professional corporate owner. The previous month also, it seems they are not initiated or some people showing 70. Now, if you want to see the details, you can set complete details, Citibank checking, etc. Back to summary to pay group counts because I selected exception. It brought the second one also, and then initiate process is going to fetch the total amount here. Total. How much amount we're going to process for this paper? Total pay groups. Total sending amount is 1,937.8 US dollars as a salaries. Refresh until the process complete. The problem has been successfully completed. The printing is currently in progress. If you would like to see the which pay groups we have processed, you can track here for this pay group, this much amount. For this pay group, this much amount process history. Also, we can track what exactly happened when you initiated. The paper payment checks are available. Now go to the Better List account. Here you will get the print check. You will also get a notification in not again. Good notification should trigger a check printing. Is awaiting from your inbox, something like that. Print checks. Check numbers just for 10 seconds ago. If you saw, this print checks automatically. We're generating for total number of 6 people. If you saw checks to be printed, which means manually, you're going to select to whom you want to generate the check. Let's start. Print checks for all 6 select. Last year to refresh. Fresh. The PDF file will be generated. Refresh. This is a positive file. If you would like to send this file to payment file. If you would like to send this file to any integrations, again to the external banks, we can send it. But it's a printing check print. Select this. Download. You can open. And this is how a pay slip along with the check paycheck will be available. For the employee, this is a Global Mobile Services logo. We can print our customer logo. Company name address, which bank. This is going to be a process. Total dollars when it has been generated in amount and employee address. To whom we are paying check number, other signature electronically, the total amount details here. We can print what you call envelope and send it to the employee address. Not only that, if the employee have an option to opt in the sense, they can also download this one from the worker profile. Doing payslip configuration. I will explain how to do that. This is for one employee. You can select total on the one pay group. We have 6 employees. 6 paychecks has been generated. David's pays. You can download if you'd like to. Print also if you'd like to. For each employees. Any questions for? After doing the settlement, run how we got this pay slip. Something is missing. After doing the settlement, run how we got the pay slip. Because settlement run you try to create the settlement run. There we are. We got the authorization issue that we have created the authorization with other user. Correct. From there, I missed some point. No worries, ma'am. This is how exactly the paycheck generation is tricky part. But I will do one thing. I will explain again. No worries. But I request you go to the recording tomorrow. Anyhow, the Melissa ma'am, I saw we available again. I will this part the page again. I will explain. No, but let me give it heads up. What exactly happened? Oh, anyhow, we have another pay group. No, let me go over that. We have 2 pay groups. I went to the inbox. How we got it inbox? Because we have completed the settlement run for this employee. Only why we got this payroll check. Nori, let me explain. Once you come to the settlement run, whoever initiate the settlement run, that person will receive an inbox. Action item. It's a kind of a workflow. Settlement is done. The next step is print checks. Now in the inbox, a person will get an awaiting action, something like this. Then here they'll initiate the print. If I'm missing it, I will do one thing, ma'am. Let me do that. If you are fine, go to the recording entire process. I will explain. Is that tomorrow? No problem. Just this step only I'm missing, but I have a doubt. After completing the settlement, run the person who has initiated for that person. Only they will receive the paycheck. Correct. This is based on the I will explain. I will explain why it is. We have a behind the screens. We have some security things for stop proxy authorization. I'm exiting at this moment. We have a security group called settlement. If the person, any person, had the settlement security group user based group, that person able to run on that person will receive the step. This is a user we logged in at proxy. We have a view during security. I'm going to explain that. But for your information, we have a user basic big loops. It's an interest groups here. We will assign settlement. What the delivered security group, that is settlement administrator. If I remove the security group, Betty Lou not even access the task, not even generate the check, and she doesn't receive in the inbox how she is able to view the pay groups. How she is able to run the settlement, because we have granted the settlement administrator role. And by default, the initiator will receive the inbox. I mean, the stops confusing. No, but why we are doing? This is not part of our payroll job. That's a good question. Not part of our job, they will complete it. I want to the next paper pay groups to run weekly, bi-weekly. This has to be taken care of. The finance people, the employees who are often for checks generate, the employees who are often for me. Like a city consultant. Yes, ma'am, we can say TR, TPR, something we'll call third party remittance. Correct. The same task here. The same task here. The third party remittance will be initiated and send the positive file to the bank account. I'm saying just a simple word, but to be honest, it's a complex task because integration is required. Financial team is required. Payroll team is required. Intune testing needs to be performed. One of the complex one, this one. Anyhow, go to the recording, ma'am. And again, I will explain this task tomorrow. It will be clear after this. But if the settlement after completing the settlement run, if the perform user is getting the paychecks automatically based on our configuration, will the employees receive the paychecks or after she complete like download or something? A good one. After you completion the settlement, we have a task called opt-in. Let me show. I'll go to David's. By the way, this employee will receive an alert. Hey, for current month you have received, what is that? Just a second. I will, profit is upon. He have received. I mean, the payroll has been completed. You will, the paycheck has been generated. He will receive a notification. I'm not sure whether it has been configured in the system, but we will convey notification and then he will go to his payroll. I mean, you can go with profile. What did the pay tab? If you don't have access, he will receive my report. Rivers, you don't have access. Some security issues. Just here there is a step called view drive or a drive. We can say if anyone has created this template, basically they will receive the copy into the drive shared with me. Then something like this drive here, they will receive automatically. They will receive shared with me. Once it has been shared with me, the document as a template will be available here. This is one option. A second option is, we have to enable those options. Opt in or opt out. Here go to the Pay tab. It currently disabled in this tenant might be. We have to enable by asking permissions. Let me hold. I will cover the piece of work in tomorrow's session. I will show how to enable the security and how our employees will download the wage document. Because I also have to understand how this trend has been designed. Any other questions? Remember today's session. No, that's only the page with how the employees will receive. That I'll pick up tomorrow. No problem. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.